It's the end of the month, so let's go through my end of the month processes for my Airbnb. First, I get out all of my receipts, tax information, and mail stuff because I still have to send stuff through the mail in 2025. I'll then print off any receipts I need to print off from online orders. I will print off my earnings summary from Airbnb and my accommodations tax form. I then determine how much I need to pay in accommodations tax. It is 3% of your Airbnb earnings for the month. This is what I have to send through the mail. This month I have to pay estimated quarterly taxes, which is $1,000. So I will do that online to the IRS. And I pull up my bank account and my spreadsheet and I go through each receipt, making sure I have the receipt, making sure the charge went through, and kind of balancing my checkbook, if you will. I've got all my receipts marked with the month and I just set that aside and save it for tax season. I go through and mark each expense as an expense category. I do this for my accountant, basically, so she doesn't have to go through and do it. I make a new envelope for the next month. Then I take all of my expenses and I put them from my checking account balancing sheet to my expenses sheet. I separate out bills and then miscellaneous costs. In bills, I totaled $353.95. I had $440 in miscellaneous costs. That's a little high because I pulled the trigger and I paid for a Linktree for the year. We'll see if I regret that. Total of $793.95 in expenses this month. And I go through and enter in all of my deposits, which should match my Airbnb earnings number. And thankfully my math is right, and it does. And that was $4,239.75. That's a pretty good month, above average for my Airbnb. That leaves me with a total revenue of $3,445.80. I hold 30% back for taxes each month. That's $1,033.74, leaving my potential income at $2,412. I also put away savings for insurance, property taxes, and quarterly estimated taxes. So income after savings is $1,729.06. I'm gonna pay myself full $1,729. It was a good month. September's looking bleak. Y'all give me some good thoughts about getting some bookings. So that's my end of month procedures. I will also do this same thing for my savings account, just kind of balance the books there, but that's usually pretty easy.